All right. Seems to be all set up. Audio good. What's up, guys? Um, I know it's been a while um, since the last time we spoke. So, I'll try to keep it short, sweet. I do have a lot to say. I don't want to unload everything off on you guys right away, but I do have a lot to say. So, um, hope you had a wonderful Christmas, good New Year, Passover, Easter, whatever you want to call it. Hope you enjoyed it. I been going through a lot. So I'll start at the beginning. So back in December, uh, everything was going great. I was on top of the world. We all were actually, you know. So good times. I got the job, everything that I wanted to do. Started working, then power went out. I couldn't work pretty much for the whole day. And then, supervisor ended up finding out, got fired. I didn't get fired, I got let go. They were like, oh, sorry. Once you come back to the US, we'll take you in, but for right now, we can't do it. So it was more or less I see you later. We messed up, we shouldn't have hired you, rather than you're fired, I should say. But then again, who knows? So, Christmas and New Year's came around. I had a lot of family come in from Bogota, from other cities here in Colombia. They came to visit. They got to meet Alejandro for the first time. They got to see the house where we're staying at. Went to the beach. We had a good time. There's pictures. Well, there was pictures. My Instagram got deleted because, according to them, I was sharing misinformation. So, it's better for me anyways. I was already looking to delete my Instagram, but I digress. So family came. We had a good time. My grandmother came. She got to meet Alejandro. Spent a couple days around. So it was a lot of fun. Let's see. I've been struggling on and off with odd jobs here and there, just doing what I can to scrape by. We took out a loan with the bank, just a personal loan, just so we can get bills paid and expenses kept up for the time being, at least while I'm on the search for another job. So, over the course of the past 18 weeks, that's pretty much what we've been doing, just staying at home, playing it safe, looking for work. She started her small investment. She's selling like clothes and undergarments for women, stuff like that, which is nice. It's going well. It's whatever she wanted to do, so we use the money for that. So I moved the office around a little bit. I don't know if you guys remember, but in my previous video or my last two videos, I think it was just a previous video, I had the desk over here in this area, facing this wall, so the camera would have been facing the closet. So what I did was I just moved it facing the wall. It just feels more spacious this way. And then I had my 2-year anniversary with DirecTV here in Colombia that passed up. I want to say like 2 months ago or something like that. So they actually gave me a HD receiver with rent free, so there's no monthly charge on it. Obviously I just have to pay my subscription every month, which I already do that anyway. Which I actually might make a video on DirecTV Colombia. That's actually a pretty good idea now that I think about it. But anyway, so yeah, they gave me a receiver, which I have right here in front of me. Here's the remote, always on my desk. I also got the Apple 4K, the new Apple 4K, the current generation, which is what I'm using to drop some white light on my face from this used TV that I got. It's a little 32-inch non-smart LG TV. I don't know the model. It's used, it's beat up, it's got a bunch of dark spots all over the screen. So like I said, it's not a smart TV, so what I do is I just plug my Apple TV to it, and I just watch YouTube, Twitch, or whatever I'm doing while I'm down here on my desk working or recording a video like I am now. So what I do is it has two HDMI ports. I just switch between the DirecTV and the Apple TV, which is right next to it. And then I've been doing a lot of cleaning, receipts, paperwork, any unnecessary things that I don't need on my desk. They're kind of in this reusable shopping bag. I'm looking to purchase a paper shredder, so I'm just going to shred everything that has important information like addresses and stuff like that. What else? Also, the internet, I had it moved, or the internet router, or the modem, I should say, from Claro, which is the internet or ISP provider that we have here. I had it moved from out there in the living room to in here. So I don't know if you can probably tell, but like right here, there is a cable running down, which goes just around the tile, and then it comes over here. That's DirecTV box. And then same thing, but on this wall, right here, just from the top down, and then the router's right here next to me. So everything is just kind of here in this area. And then I have my Netgear Nighthawk router here, my RX80, just sitting right next to me. I might do another home tour type video and post it on this channel instead of my gaming channel. I'll just, well, I should just do like a office tour. I'll do that in a separate video. It's probably a good idea, so just so you guys can see. But yeah, my PC, my Cooler Master PC is back there. Just got a couple of parts. It's same couple of parts that I've always had. PC parts in Colombia are still very, I don't even know how to say it, ridiculously priced, price gouged, scalped. Enter whatever term you want to use. It's just not feasible to build a PC right now in Colombia. It's just ridiculous. Prices are coming down, but not the way that they are coming down in the US or Australia or the UK. So building a PC right now is on standby. So what I did is I just put I got a couple of fans, a couple of ARGB fans from Cooler Master, and the AIO that I got. I just put everything back in the box, and I just have it sitting over there, so that way this whole area is just decluttered. I got my phone fixed. I've had this iPhone since I was in California. So finally I got my iPhone back. It's just an iPhone 7 Plus, no big deal. But I finally got a working iPhone, or a working phone, I should say. My Sony phone, I like it. My XA1 Ultra, I like it. But I just prefer Apple. The only reason why I had that Sony was because I read my manga off of a app that isn't really an app, it's just a website, but it's really good. Manga Rock, if you ever heard of it. It only works on Android. But my son broke that screen. My son broke my wife's other phone, her Sony, her L1. So I ended up getting her a brand new phone. I got her a Samsung A12 or A21. I don't remember. Don't quote me on that. But it's one of those Samsung phones. It's nice. It's just to pass the time while I find a couple of cheap iPhones that I can buy or source locally, I should say. So I just fixed this one up. It had a bad motherboard. The screen was broken. It needed to be cleaned, and it also needed a new battery. Um, so everything came out to, I want to say, 305,000 pesos. So that's about $90, give or take. And yeah, that was actually fairly recently. That was last week. I want to say I got this fixed. Other than that, we celebrated my girl's birthday. For the first time in 10 years, I was able to celebrate her birthday. Usually, we always fought for her birthday, which was it was not healthy. It's not healthy. I went out of my way to make sure that she had a good birthday. So as you can tell, I got my hair braided. Um, I paid for her to have her hair done. Um, and then she accompanied me over to my barber so I can get my edge up and stuff like that. And the way that my barbershop is kind of like a bar, so you can get like whiskey shots or beers or water if you like. It's really nice. So her birthday went out without a hitch. We went out, we ate. We had Mexican cuisine. Benito Juarez is the name of that restaurant here in Colombia. It's not it's not authentic Mexican, but it's the closest thing to Mexican that I can get while being in Colombia, and that's saying a lot coming from me. Um, I think it's starting to rain. Um, so if you guys remember, and here comes ahead the hard part. Um, so we went to Cartagena to visit our family um, about a month and a half ago, and we also went because that's where our gynecologist, or her gynecologist, I should say, our family doctor, gynecologist, um, is located at. And we just wanted to know what the gender was of our baby and stuff like that. So it was a girl. It was a girl. Beautiful. 32, 33 weeks. She was fully developed. Um, Mostly. Um, Turns out she had a lot of complications that our insurance company didn't bother or care to tell us about. Um, if you really want to know, I'll try to post some of the complications that she had down below, but it's just I'm still really devastated about it. I When Adri was pregnant with Alejandro, I was working for a company named Teleperformance Barranquilla, um, and I think I might have talked about it in my first or second video. This company was terrible. It was just bad. I don't need to get into the details about why the company was bad, but it was just a bad experience. Not because the job was bad or because of the people were bad, even though some of them were. It was bad because I missed the entire first pregnancy. Like, I didn't. The typical things that couples do, draw on the belly, talk to the baby at night, uh, just helping my girl with the everyday struggles, whatever she needed help with. I couldn't be there for her because I was working 18-hour days. So when I got let go in December, and then the other job that I got after that, which it's not even here nor there, but when Adri started getting really, she couldn't really move a lot. There was a lot of pain involved. I had to let go of that other job that I got just in between, just so I can take care of her. And going back to the Cartagena trip, when we found out that, that she was not going to live, or that she was going to have a tough time, that, she might die during birth, after birth, a couple of days after birth, that, she's not going to have a fully functioning um, brain or legs, or, she has protrusions sticking out of her back, and all these other things that were just going on. It was just tough. So what I wanted to be a family trip out to Cartagena, we stayed in a nice hotel. We stayed at a Holiday Inn Express and everything. It was our first time with our son in Cartagena, so my family, on my mom's side, got to meet him. Her family on her father's side got to meet him. We had to basically put on our poker face with everyone because we didn't want everyone to find out right away what was going on. So, all in all, the trip to Cartagena was less than favorable. As soon as we got back to Barranquilla, where we are now, we had to make a decision right away. So we only slept at our house. We only slept here at our house maybe one night, and then we spent almost 3 weeks in a hospital, hopping from hospital to hospital because our insurance company couldn't even get the information right. And my opinion on the health system in this country is just that in and of itself is worth just an entire video, which I may do later on once some of this pain has gone away. But right now it's just... So 3 weeks in and out of different hospitals, different clinics, trying to figure out who does it, who doesn't. And when we finally got to the North General Hospital of Barranquilla, they finally said, hey, listen, we'll take you in, but it's not going to be right away. We were there pretty much for a week and a half, just waiting for a bed. Like, we were sleeping out on the hallway. My wife's pregnant. Pretty much being tortured every day, having to think that, the baby is going to die, or it could die any second, or... It just wasn't a good time. So exactly 1 month and 1 day ago, we had to voluntarily interrupt the pregnancy. So my baby's gone. Milena Sofia. That was her name. No documents, no paperwork. It's like she never even existed. They said, oh, she was born dead. What does it matter? That's literally what they said about my girl. My daughter. That's what they said. So immediately I had to think about burial services, a Christian burial. Here in Barranquilla, there's literally so much corruption everywhere, and this entire country is so corrupt that you can't even bury your family member without it being a business transaction, or people not even caring or giving a damn that your family member just died, or that your daughter, your unborn daughter, just passed away. They don't even give a shit. So, thanks to my family on my mother's side and our friends, we were able to find a and finance a burial site at the local cemetery here in the small town where we live in the village. But all the money went towards that. She doesn't even have a headstone right now. Because I don't have enough. I don't make enough. So yesterday was Children's Day. It's a national holiday here in Colombia. So they had a stage and music going on down in the plaza of the village. So we just went down there with Alejandro and in remembrance of her, we just decided we were just going to let it go and focus on Alejandro and finishing his paperwork and getting the fuck out of this country as soon as we can. The only thing that I'm missing right now for Alejandro's paperwork is they asked me for tax returns and or school transcripts from all the schools that I attended between the times that I was there. So between 2002 and 2010 or 2011, pretty much. So that's what I'm working on now. Again, like I said, money's tight right now, so I haven't been able to accomplish much. I have about, I want to say, a solid maybe 30 something days left, because they only gave me 90 days to complete or to send in the information. So I don't know how I'm going to figure it out, but every day I'm doing something. I really just want to get my family the hell out of here. I went and did my tattoo removal session also while we were in Cartagena. The Coast Guard just published a couple of days ago the updated version of their tattoo policy, but it still doesn't favor me in any way, shape, or form. Maybe I should turn the brightness down, huh? It still doesn't favor me in any way, shape, or form. So I'm trying. I really am. I haven't given up on my dream of joining the Coast Guard. For me, for my family. We were also able to get our hands on a computer. I almost forgot. I got a HP Elite Desk. One of those tiny, what do you call them, IP or office computers or whatever. Something that you'd typically see in like a call center or something like that. So you can get them here on the black market for cheap. Pretty good. Intel i5 6300, 3.5 gigahertz or something like that. 16 gigs of RAM. Only 250 gigs of storage. So I might consider upgrading that soon. And then once I'm able to build my Cooler Master computer, I'll be able to use this as a server or a just a virtual machine crap computer, just so I can mess with Linux and stuff like that. But yeah, for right now I just have just a couple of games, keep myself distracted, just to look for work and say that I have a computer whenever a job calls me back and lets me know, hey, listen, we want you. just so I can work, you know. So, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for this edition of Week 18, Psych Eval. I appreciate you joining me, listening to me talk. Again, this is just a talking head video. I probably should have said that at the beginning. Just where I ramble on about my thoughts and how I'm feeling. My life and progress or degress? Regress? What would be the opposite of progress? Step back? Setback? That I've been experiencing in my life right now. So I'm probably gonna do a gameplay for my gaming channel. So stay tuned for that. Drum and Bass Kid 1 at YouTube. And I'll see you guys next Sunday. I'll try to do the office tour either tomorrow or Tuesday. Most likely I'll do it tomorrow. I do have an interview lined up for tomorrow, so that's good. Comcast, after they said no like 2 months ago, they wrote me back saying, hey, listen, we want you. I'm like, okay. All right, I'll take it. So pray for me. Hopefully it goes well, and we're able to get back on the horse. All right. So I will see you guys next Sunday. Check down some of the links down below. Patreon if you want to support the channel for the time being. And I'll see you guys next week. Have a good one.